pandas, Didi here, and today I'm going to I'm gonna make a video with my father. Yeah, right here. And today he's gonna be telling you guys embarrassing stories about me. Not like necessarily embarrassing, but just like stories that happened to me like it.
Actually, I'm not her father. She thought her father was too ugly, so she just rented a handsome man on the street there. Just kidding. Okay. So, first of all, I just want to start the story with Marianne's mother. Marianne's mother has a problem in her brain that sometimes there's bleeding in her brain. Anyway, before we got married, the doctors, the neurosurgeons were saying that. To get used to the fact that she's not going to get through with it. She was supposed to die and that was it. So 15 years later, 2 kids. There was Elizabeth and, can I say your name?
Mm-hmm.
I can say your name? And Gertrude. What? Okay, Marianne. And so anyway, everything went well with Elizabeth. With Marianne, while her mom was pregnant for about 7 months, she had a problem. Her problem in her brain reoccurred, and so we sent her to the neurosurgeon hospital. While she was there, they were giving her morphine because of the headaches and all that, and all of a sudden there was a problem, so they sent her down to the intensive care unit, thinking that, there's a big problem, But all this time, she was having a baby. So these guys, all of a sudden, they're wondering what's going on. Then all of a sudden, they see a little head coming out of her mom. I say, what the heck is going on here? So now this is a neurosurgeon hospital. They're not used to having babies over there. So they put her mom in the ambulance with the head sticking out, and go to the next hospital. So they don't tell me anything. So I go to the hospital to go visit her mom and all this. So I go in the room. She's not there. I say, yes, can you tell me where my wife is? Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't call you. We had to send her down to the intensive care unit. I say, oh my goodness, a big problem. She says, wait a minute, before you go, let me call downstairs to make sure that she's still there. What do you mean if she's still there? Where is she? They call downstairs and they say, no, she's not there. They had to bring her to the Mount Sinai hospital. And I say to oh no, she's dying, so they're trying to save the baby now. So I go to the other hospital and there I see her mom right there on the bed with no problem, with a little baby in her arm. Holy moly. It was Gertrude. I mean Marianne.
Wait, I thought you said I didn't see her for 2 months.
Well, you saw her in the hospital at first, okay? Then they put you in an incubator because you were premature, and then they sent her back to the other hospital. So meanwhile, I had to go visit your mom, and then I got to go to the other hospital and visit Marianne. I took her in my arms, telling her little stories about sports, and hey, maybe that's why you like basketball so. Anyway, so I was taking the little baby out of the incubator and rocking her in my arms, and then one day I go to the hospital to visit Marianne again, and they say, well, it's time, you can take her with you. Oh really? Uh-oh. And the mom is still in the hospital, so I take Marianne home with me in the little baby seat, put her in the car and go home. And the babysitter saw me coming and said, this guy gonna do with a baby by himself? Anyway, so Marianne, I put Marianne I used to put Marianne in a little bassinet right next to me. This is about this big, about this big, something like this. Anyway, and so Marianne was all cuddled up in there. So I kept her next to my bed because if she cried, then I would get up and give her milk. But she would cry like 5 or 6 times a night. Oh, for 9 months. By this time, her mom had come back and all this, but I still took care of her during the night. So, what's the matter with this baby? 5 or 6 times a night. Then after 9 months, I said, okay, it's time to move her into the crib, into a bigger bed. No problem. She slept the whole night. All this time she wanted room. Ah, I could have slept all this time. Ah, I love you so much, Marianne. No, anyway. So Marianne started growing up, and
Oh no.
we noticed that Marianne had trouble with her eyes. She was always squinting when she was watching TV, you know. And so I knew that, oh, this girl's gonna need glasses, but how do I get her to the doctor to need glasses? Because you need to speak to say, I don't see this or I don't see that. Anyway, by the time she was 3 years old, I brought her to the eye doctor. And the eye doctor was looking at the machines and all this, you know, and saying, let me check this again. Maybe the machine's not working too well, you know, because they were coming up with a very strong prescription. So finally, okay, so we go into another room, and so the lady says, okay, can you see this? And I thought Marianne was shy, you know, she didn't speak. Marianne, what is it? What is it? So she kept, you know, changing the focus and all this, and changing the lenses, you know. What is it? What is it? He wasn't saying anything. I was saying to my mind, what is going to happen? How are we even going to come up with something like this, you know? And so all of a sudden she changes the prescription again, and all of a sudden Marianne says, airplane! We both look at each other and say, wow. So he wound up with that very deep glasses, and all this time she thought that this was all normal, to see things the way she was seeing, blurry, you know, and all this. So, and that was that. So what next? What next? After that, what can I say about Marianne? Marianne's a very nice little girl, but this nice little girl, you know, and when she asks for something, you know, and I give it to her, she says, thank you so much, Daddy, thank you so much. But sometimes she asks for something, and I say, no, not this time, I'm sorry. Then all of a sudden, something out of this world happens. This little tiny gentle girl becomes like a Tasmanian devil. Run for your lives, hide your kids. Ah! Marianne jumps up and down and gets her into a fit. Holy smokes.
Ow.
Like black and white, you know, this nice little girl, Tasmanian devil. Now I knew, okay, I think this little girl is spoiled. I don't spoil her in material things, but maybe sometimes I say yes too much to her. Anyway, but I love her very much. I like to hug her very, very much, especially around the neck. Anyway, that's all. That's all. My little girl is still growing up. I hope she grows up well.
Can I say an embarrassing story about you?
No, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. That's all. That's it. This is your video, not mine.
So I don't care. Okay, let me just think for a second.
You can think all you want. Remember, I'm not even your real father. You rented me from the street.
Okay.
Cut the video. They're waiting impatiently there.
Okay. Maybe in the next video we'll do one where I'm saying, yeah, he's... Maybe 5 thumbs up. I'll do it. I'll say an embarrassing story about him.
5 thumbs? Who's got 5 thumbs? That's impossible. You got toes? You got 2 thumbs?
Oh, well.
5 thumbs.
5 thumbs up on this video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. The last one was pretty embarrassing. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, goodbye, my fellow pandas. I love you all.